Happy Friday, happy Memorial Day weekend. We're going to celebrate in Grosse Pointe on a Friday night with a couple of hot clubs in their respective divisions. Crosstown rivals, it's south across town to take on Liggett. The Pointes colliding on the prep today. We sat down and talked with Dan Cimini and got his thoughts on this ball game. That comes up now. Welcome inside Grosse Pointe Liggett as we get set for the Glenn Connolly Invitational. Dan Cimini, the latest member of the 500 Win Club, joins us now. Congratulations, first off, on 500 wins.
Thank you.
What an amazing accomplishment, and it must have meant so much to do it in a week that had a huge win, maybe one of the biggest in program history.
Yes, it was really, really special. I kept it under wraps. The kids didn't know anything about that. It was just a personal thing. But we took care of business and won those 2 games against Orchard Lake, which was amazing. And then to come back and sweep UAD and get the 500th win was pretty cool on a suicide squeeze in the bottom of the 9th. So couldn't have asked for a better day and a better week, and it was fun. And now we're just going to try to carry that momentum into the playoffs.
Your mentor is across the field from you today, and Dan Griesbaum in his 40th year. You played for him and graduated in 1987 from Grosse Pointe South. You play South today. What's the emotions like as you do this? You've done it before, but you're doing it again. And do you like doing this?
I love it. I love playing against Coach and his teams. They're always well prepared. And to be able to play against your mentor and coach against your mentor, I talk to him on a weekly basis since '87. So he's done so much for me, and to be able to play and hang out with these guys, and it's just been great. It's been fantastic, and he's a wonderful coach, wonderful young man, and he does a lot for kids. And he's a Hall of Famer for a reason, but I think he's a Hall of Fame national coach for what he's done. So he's a big part of my life, and it's always fun to come back and play against his teams.
No doubt. You've played Grosse Pointe North. You'll play Grosse Pointe South. You get all the points in. What's the point today in this tournament, this Glenn Connolly Invitational that you've put together? What do you want to get accomplished before you get started for the MHSA tournament?
I just want to go out and have these kids play sharp. And it's not about winning and losing right now. That takes place in the playoffs. It's about playing great teams and having fun and getting out there and playing good baseball and be clicking and going in the right direction when you get into the playoffs. And we've always been able to play our best at the end of the year, and that's the goal.
Catch us up on this team the last couple of weeks and where you're at as you close out the Catholic League season. You did not get to the title game in the Catholic League Central Division, but you finished in the Final Four,
yes,
which is a big accomplishment for your team. Where's this team at momentum-wise, and where do you want to get them before next week?
Well, we went through a grueling CHSL season, great teams, and then to be able to beat Orchard Lake a couple games, and then we played them in the playoffs, which we wanted to do, and lost a great 2-1 ball game. That's going to give us momentum. Just because a loss can be more rewarding than a win. And to play the best teams at the end of the year, go into the playoffs, and we're not going to face anything that we faced in the playoffs that we faced in the regular season. So it's not like we're going to run into something crazy. We know it's ahead of us. We got to take care of our business.
We're with Dan Cimini, the head coach at Grosse Pointe University Liggett, a 5-time state champion. You're in the Division II playoffs as well. You won't have to see your foes from the Central Division. Does that give you a sense of relief?
It does. It does. When we're playing them 4 times each all year long, and those guys are great programs, you're going to see those teams in the Central, we're going to go far in the playoffs regardless of what division they're in. They're all going to win their districts. They're all going to be battling for state championships because that's the kind of baseball that we have in the CHSL Central.
The days are winding down with this group of seniors, and what a special group it is. And you'll say goodbye to some real good ones, but beyond the baseball, I mean, these are good young men. And talk about the group of seniors that you're going to say goodbye to at some point in the next few weeks.
I love them. They're family. I don't look at them as my players. I look at them as my family. And I'm going to miss every one of them. A lot of them I've taught and coached since they were in kindergarten. We're a really close-knit family group. I love them. I want the best for them. I try to teach them life lessons on top of baseball. And they're a great group. You see them today. They joke around with each other. They have fun. They're going to do everything they can to win a state championship and leave their last game with a win. And that's all we can ask for.
No doubt. Who's the fastest center fielder ever to play for Grosse Pointe South?
Dan Cimini. That's not even a. You can ask Coach Griesbaum that. It's not even close.
I love it.
Not even close.
I love it. Gave me the answer I wanted. Best of luck today. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. I appreciate all you guys do.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for having us. It's Dan Cimini. It's Liggett at South. It's coming up next right here on The Prep.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Oh, yes. Welcome back to Grosse Pointe. It's Liggett and Grosse Pointe South going at it. Longtime rivals. It's a beautiful 73-degree evening in Grosse Pointe. Not a cloud in the sky. We've been waiting for this for 8 weeks. Now we get it. And here we are. And Reggie Sharp is taking his warm-up tosses for Grosse Pointe Liggett, who comes in number 3 in the state of Michigan in Division II. We've seen them as high as number 1 for quite some time. And this is how the South Blue Devils will face the right-hander Reggie Sharp. Leading off and doing the catching is Wells Graham, a 3-year all-leaguer for Liggett. Batting second is Ben Domzalski. Domzalski, the catcher, one of the top players on this club. Cliff Grabowski, who leads this team in RBIs, will bat third. Batting fourth is Hunter Belanger, a gigantuan four-hitter. He will play at first base. Batting fifth is Stafford at second base. McAvoy in right field. Kozel at third. Batting seventh. Frakes is in center field. And Joey Michelotti is in left field. We are set for baseball. Reggie Sharp to face the right-handed hitting Wells Graham, who will represent in the All-Star game. And he's going to swing at the first pitch and ground it foul down the left field line. My name is Chad Bush. I'll be joined shortly by Mr. Mac Katz, a senior. And we're going to do a cool thing. We're going to bring in Mac in the booth. In fact, he's here. We'll put a headset on in a moment. But right now, we've got Wells Graham in the box, a guy that's really good on the base paths. Reggie Sharp, the pitcher, the Michigan commit. The righty Sharp, and we'll meet the defense for Liggett against South here momentarily. There's another shot, and he's trying to take out Dan Griesbaum, and that's not cool. Griesbaum's in his 40th year. You think he needs to get baseballs, be ducking at baseballs? Not cool. Grosse Pointe South comes in 22-12 on the year, 8-6. They finished second in the MAC Red. Sharp's ready for the 1-2, and it's just outside. Liggett, who finished fourth in the Central Division. There's a fister that's to first base. That'll be handled easily by the all-academic Ryan Jones. And there's one up and one down. We're pleased to be joined now by the senior, Mac Katz. Mac Katz joins us. Mac, good to have you in the booth. Mac is going to Syracuse, and Mac could potentially be on the field later today, so we won't keep him too long. But welcome inside the booth, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You bet. So we'll get further along in a moment. This is Ben Domzelski. Ben batting .295. All district a season ago, and he's been really good behind the plate. He's also been asked to play third base quite a bit. Reggie Sharp ready, and the pitch is low, says Bob Conway. 2-0. How you doing, man? Have you ever been on the microphone?
I have not. This is a new experience for me, but I'm really excited. This is gonna be fun.
Well, you look ready.
Yeah.
You got the face paint on. You got the specs on.
Yeah.
We've watched you in the outfield. I saw you play really smooth outfield.
Thank you.
A game or two. Is it North, maybe?
I've played a couple games this year. I think it was the Catholic Central one.
That's right.
Too.
That's right. Well, anyway, we enjoyed watching you on the field. Now we get to hang with you in the booth. This is Ben Domzelski with one out and a 3-1 count. Reggie Sharp, the Michigan commit, ready to go. And Ben draws a walk. It's a 5-pitch walk for Domzelski, and that'll bring up Cliff Grabowski. Mac, tell me about this year for you guys. I know you're an analytics guy. You know numbers. Give us the rundown. Tell me that if I was to say, what's the story with Liggett? Start with your record and run down the bio on Liggett baseball.
We've had a pretty good year. We finished 4th in the Catholic League. In my opinion, the best league in the state.
No doubt.
Took 2 from Mary's. That was an incredible game.
Who were they?
Oh, yeah, I don't know either.
Only an 85-game win streak.
Yeah.
You snapped it by winning 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that
Sweet.
was a special moment for us. The whole week we were prepping and talking about how we were going to do it. And we knew it was going to be a lot of mentality and, a mental battle with those guys because they're so talented and they've done so many impressive things in the past couple of years. But, we always said that we were the ones that were going to end it. And, we did it that day.
And you did. And it sort of springboarded things for you all as we get a meeting at the mound. What's Dan Cimini saying to the team right here? Can you tell us what you think he would be saying?
It might be some choice words right now.
Yeah. What's his favorite choice word?
Oh, I don't know.
We don't have to say it. Just give us an idea. What does it rhyme with?
It's a good thing that there's not a mic on the mound right now. Let me tell you that.
Let's meet the defense behind Reggie Sharp for the Liggett Knights as Grabowski's about to get back in the box. We'll see it in a second.
Yeah, Grabowski's a good friend of mine.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. We grew up together. We text every day. He won 3-4 championships in Little League.
Really?
Yeah, we won a couple together. He's a big-time player, big-time athlete. He's going to University of Indiana next year to study business.
Very cool. And you're going to the University of Syracuse.
Yeah.
Go Orange.
Go Orange.
We've had a lot of folks on that microphone that are Orange grads. Several. We'll have one tomorrow specifically that just graduated. There is no better school for broadcasting for sports, and I know you're going for sports.
Yeah, I'm going for sports management. My goal is to work in the NBA one day, front office. I currently work with the Miami Heat in the NBA Summer League.
Get out.
Yeah.
Dude, give me a job. That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm going into year 2 with them.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's Eric Spoelstra like?
He's a stern guy, and
Is he?
Yeah, he's very focused all the time. He doesn't talk. He's a really nice guy, but he doesn't talk to a lot of people. He's
okay.
He's always thinking. He's always writing stuff down. That guy just lives basketball.
Do you want some of my tuna sub?
Oh,
no,
thanks.
you good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a runner on first base. That's Domzelski. He's on with a walk. There's one out, and that's a ground ball to short. Purify's going to have to hustle. Throws to first, and he got him by a step. Out is Grabowski. Advancing to second is Domzelski. And here comes Belanger, the big first baseman. Here's another look at this play. How about Jaron? How good is he?
He's incredible. He does stuff like that every day in practice, and it just leaves everyone speechless.
Off balance, on the run. Is he a guy that you think is going to get drafted?
He should be. I think. I mean, I haven't played a lot of national level baseball. I've been, in the state for most of my life, but you don't really see a lot of athletes like Jaron Purify.
No, he's filthy.
His speed and power combination, and he's just such a great guy. He's such a team first guy. He's so selfless. So I wouldn't be shocked to see him drafted, but he should be drafted in the first 5 rounds.
No doubt. If he's not, he'll head to Clemson. And even if he is, he still may head to Clemson. Maisie has come on to run at second base. Maisie's been shut down pitching-wise, I believe, right? Isn't he down? He's not pitching, but he can run. Is it something with the arm? What's this? I know you know the scoop.
Bubba Chase Maisie.
Bubba's his
Bubba.
nickname.
They call his nickname in Little League was Bubba. For the guys on our team, but he.
This one's popped up, and the runner. Oh no! Collision. Reggie Sharp and Belanger. And Reggie's okay, and that's interference, says Bob Conway. That will end the inning, the collision, and so the side is retired. Here's another look. It's a pop-up, and Belanger was running to first, and he tripped with Reggie, and, they call him out. So that's that. We're done with the half inning. We're coming back to Grosse Pointe Liggett right after this to meet the batting lineup.
Athlete at Liggett definitely gives you a title that you have to be up to a standard that no one else is. Everyone's eyes are on you at all times, and it's just a great honor to have, honestly, when all your peers look up to you and look for you for guidance and leadership. To me, he's definitely a great coach. A little hard at times. He's definitely where you want to be and who you want to be coached under to prepare yourself for the collegiate level or any higher level. We currently have 1 state championship at my time here, and I just love the family and togetherness we have. It's just amazing to be a part of a team with so many humble guys. It's just untradeable. Right now, I am going through the process of the 2023 MLB draft. It's definitely something that I take pride in, and I'm very proud of myself for getting to this point. Liggett is definitely the place you want to be at if you're looking to enhance your people skills and just to be a great person and do good things for yourself. I believe Liggett teaches you the characteristics to life and how to prepare you for wherever you're going to be in life.
Oh, what a beautiful night for baseball. It's the Glenn Connolly Invitational, and we're glad to be here. We are The Prep. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. My name is Chad Bush. We'll be here all weekend. The Mostacholi's on special. Is there Mostacholi over there? No? Okay, we had Jimmy John's. So, this is the Liggett lineup. Jaron Purify to lead things off, the shortstop and the Clemson commit. Reggie Sharp will bat second. He's pitching. Batting third is the catcher committed to Texas, Oliver Service. Preston Barr will bat cleanup. He's at third base. He's a Michigan commit. Ryan Jones, all academic, named this past week by the league office in Detroit. He's at first base. Jake Martin is the DH. He'll bat sixth. Neil Murphy, the senior's in right field. He'll bat seventh. Nick Green is in left field, at center field today. He'll bat eighth. And Joey Randazzo will bat ninth. He's at second base. That is the Liggett Knights. Number 3 in Division II this week. They've been as high as number 1 most of the year. But at some point, in the Central Division, you take losses, and not everybody comprehends losses against opponents like Brother Rice, St. Mary's, Catholic Central, and others. But that ranking will mean nothing next year. Oh. This is Jaron Purify, who's had a whale of a season. He's a Major League Baseball prospect, along with a Clemson commit. He's played shortstop, he's played center field, but I want your thoughts on him.
I think he projects as an outfielder at the college and pro level.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think he's just so fast. He's got a great arm, and he tracks the ball down like no one else. So I think that's where I would put him in center field at Clemson or in the pros.
I think Eric Babich is listening right now, or Bakich, rather.
Yeah.
There's a pitch in the outside corner. This is Cliff Grabowski, the pitcher. Cliff also doubles as a good friend of Matt Katz's, and we're going to get all kinds of dirt on him momentarily. That is inside, and it hits Jaron on the fingers, and Jaron doesn't say much ever, and Bob Conway wants to talk to his partner to try to get it right. We'll get another look at it. But it looks like Jaron says he got hit. And look, I don't think anybody wants to hit worse than Jaron.
Yeah.
But if you get hit, you take your base.
Yeah, Jaron's
it
not
hurts.
the guy you want to hit with the pitch either.
No, it's not, because especially if they call him back here, watch out. This may not bode well for South. They're going to send him back. Bob Conway saw it, and you know, give Conway credit. He went to his base umpire and said, hey, here's what I had. What did you have?
Yeah, I'm okay with
They talked it out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's the right call, but at least he gave him an opportunity. All right. Grabowski against Purify. And there it is.
Gets the walk anyway.
Justice served. So that'll bring up Reggie Sharp. Reggie, the switch hitter, will bat right against Grabowski. We've seen him bat more right against righties as of late. Has he scrapped the switch hit thing, or does he just feel more comfortable with others?
I'm not sure. I think Samini's telling him to hit from the right. He hit a couple home runs to practice the other day from the right, so I think he's just going to stick with the right for the time being.
Fair enough. We'll meet the defense for South in a moment. Good speed at first for Purify, not running. Domzalski kept it close enough.
Yeah, Grabowski went here for 4 years, transferred out after his freshman year.
Wait a minute. He went to middle school here?
He went to middle school 6 through 8, and he was here his freshman year.
Oh, man.
So could be a revenge game for Grabowski.
Interesting. Squaring to bunt is Sharp. There goes Purify. Pulls it back. Domzalski's throw is not in time. And not many are on time to get Jaron Purify. It was a good jump, and we'll get another look at it here. Another stolen base for Jaron. And here's a look. Yeah, he didn't even need a good jump. It's just kind of the speed he has. However, a runner in scoring position. Nobody out, just underway. No score from Grosse Pointe. A packed house. Man, this feels good in here.
Yeah, it's good to have a nice crowd for the inter-city rivalry.
Yeah, the Points are playing. Grosse Pointe Park is the area that Grosse Pointe South is from. There's a bunt that's going to go wide. The Little League feeders, from what I understand, Grosse Pointe Shores and Grosse Pointe Woods are mostly North and Liggett kids, and farms in Grosse Pointe or the city.
Grosse Pointe Park, yeah.
Grosse Pointe Park.
Those are South kids usually.
Those are South kids. And you played with more South kids, or you were? Where were you at in Little League? Which
I was in Grosse Pointe City. I played a lot of travel ball with second baseman Connor Stafford. He's a good friend of mine. Good friends with Wells Graham, who's at short too. He played for the Hit Dogs growing up.
Oh, Hit Dogs! Shout out. Runner on second. Side armor is fouled back. Reggie Sharp has been the leading hitter on this team for most of the year. Wouldn't you say, average-wise?
I would say so. Him and Preston have been our most consistent bats throughout the year. Whenever Oliver, Jaron come up, it might be a big fly, but Reggie and Preston have been getting a hit or two every game, it feels like.
The count is 1-2. 1-2. It's Cozell at third. It's Graham at short. Stafford at second. Bellinger at first.
Oh,
that one is popped to right. Will it be enough to get Purify to third? It will be. The throw from McAvoy not nearly close enough. And so Reggie Sharp does his job, advances the runner. This is good baseball, right?
This is good baseball. I got a good feeling about this at bat with Oliver Service here.
If Oliver gets something to hit, here's a look at the last swing, and Reggie gets it deep enough and does the trick. So here's Oliver Service having a big-time season, all-Catholic, named by the league office this past week. He's a Texas commit, and this is a guy as well that might get drafted. He's a guy that has the kinds of tools that teams could take a chance on. Big-time pop in the bat. an improved defender that has now moved himself up where prospects, coaches feel good enough at the next level to make him consider. But where does he project at the next level? What do you think? Position-wise.
He's been my best friend growing up my whole life. We've always been playing sports together. And he's always just had something special about him. You know, he's got that killer instinct, that killer mentality. And knowing him, knowing who he is, knowing how he works, I don't see how he's not on the field as a freshman.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Okay. What position?
I think he'll be in the outfield. I think they'll stick him in left.
Okay.
He'll have a great arm out there, and he reads the ball so well.
Ground ball up the middle. On cue was Matt Katz, and on the plate and scoring is Purify. It's 1-0 Liggett on the Oliver service RBI. Another one. Hook 'em horns. Good swing, huh?
Yeah, it was a good swing. He always just kind of finds a way to get it done when we need him to.
There's something about being a clutch player that elevates you more than just having good numbers. But when the game's on the line and you need a hit, that dude gets it done.
When Oliver was 12, they were playing Bay City in the state final in Little League, the year they went to the League World Series. And going into this at-bat, he was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and it went into extras. And guy on first, Reggie Sharp was on first, tied game, and he hit a triple in the gap. End of the game. So he's been doing this for years.
He's got speed, too. The guy can run. And this is another top hitter in this lineup. There goes Oliver. He thought a hit and run.
There.
And the throw off the left shoulder of Grabowski, and he acted like it was a mosquito. I'd be on the floor crying, and Grabowski says, I'm all right. So it's a stolen base for service. Domzalski feels awful, but everything's good. Here's another look. Oh, Benny boy. Wasn't his fault.
No, Cliff's a tough kid. He's been playing a lot of football, and he's got a little brother, Trey Grabowski, and they like to throw hands now and then. So
now, to be fair in this, the pitcher should know to get out of the way, right? And I'm not. But this really isn't on the catcher. The catcher's got to throw it down the pipe, and if the pitcher doesn't get out of the way, that's on him.
Yeah, Cliff looked like he was still standing on the mound when he turned his back.
Well, and let's be honest, this is not Cliff's natural position, right? He's more he's an outfielder by trade.
Yeah, so he was a big-time pitcher when he was younger, but he kind of gave it up. And last year, the Blue Devils were short on arms, and they played like 4 or 5 games in a week, and they just threw him in there, and he was just submarining them. And Coach Griesbaum was like, "Oh, you're pretty good." So he kind of found his way. He found his way in the rotation this year, but
crazy how things
he took a couple
happen.
years off. Yeah,
things happen like that in life too. There's a ground ball sharply to third, handled by Kozel. Throw to first, and they got him. Advanced to third late. It's off the foot of Kozel, and so there's 2 outs. Barr is out at first. Service advances to third, and here's how it went down.
Yeah, Kozel, new add to the lineup. I played Little League ball with him, with Cliff on the Nationals.
Nice.
They had an injury to, I think his name is Dominic.
Sure.
Sophomore. And Kozel's filling in, so this is a big moment for that kid. He's a hard worker, and he's a really good guy, so I'm hoping he's a good day today.
He might be a good goalie, too, because he foot stopped that, or else that was another run. This is Ryan Jones. Now, the guy that was in the booth before you have big shoes to fill.
Yeah, Jack Jones.
Jack Jones was in here and killed it.
Yeah,
you're close already, though. Yeah. You're really good. You're different style than Jones, but I really like your style already. There's a slide piece outside the zone.
Jack's more of a quiet guy. Him and Ryan are very quiet, reserved, and well-mannered.
Yeah, he seemed well-mannered. He asked his mom to politely leave the booth when she came in. She was talking about how the girlfriends are going to different schools.
Yeah, Ryan's...
Like one twin's girlfriend's going to the other twin's school.
Yeah, so...
there's some drama there.
Yeah, Ryan...
And he politely asked his mom to leave. I don't blame him.
Ryan's girlfriend, Emma, she's going to Michigan State, and Jack's girlfriend, Gabby, is going to Michigan. So
look at you, dude. You got all the stats on everything. You remind me of me when I was your age. I like that. There's a runner at third. This is popped up. It should get the Blue Devils out of the inning. Maybe not. A scamper in the Bermuda Triangle. And it drops in between McAvoy, Frakes, and Stafford.
Wow.
A high sky, and it costs them a run. Liggett into score. That'll be scored a base hit and an RBI by Ryan Jones. And here's another look, Mac. What happened?
That's a play that Stafford usually makes. He's got a really good glove. Big time tennis player. I'm pretty sure he won the Division I singles state championship this year for the Blue Devils. So
really,
he's a big time athlete at second. He usually makes that play.
Do you play tennis?
I do not. I play soccer, football, and basketball.
Soccer and football?
Yeah, I'm the kicker.
Oh, dude, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach Lapola, who's my advisor and math teacher.
Off-speed pitch, Domzalski with a seed, and it's just not in time.
Lapola's the assistant head of the school. Me and him are really good friends, and I love football, but I grew up playing soccer and have a lot of special memories playing soccer. But he's like, please come kick for me, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I never really saw myself as a kicker. If I'm playing football, I want to play receiver. I want to go hit someone. But
right.
He talked me into it, so I kicked this year for us, and I had a really good time with it.
Very cool. 2-0 the score. Liggett on top. They've got 2 runs in here in the bottom half of the first against their crosstown rival.
Jake went back-to-back last game with 2 homers, both the left field.
He did?
He had 2 in a row, yeah.
Whoa. Against who?
It was...
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. You're the number.
No. It was Cardinal Mooney.
Cardinal Mooney, okay.
Catholic League champs. He
number 1 in Division 4.
Yeah.
That's no slouch. Popped up. Off of the mask comes Domzalski. He'll give a courtesy. Look, no. That might have been off the net. Tough play. I think it did hit the net first. Yeah, did it?
Yeah, it hit the net.
Okay.
Yeah, Jake's been swinging a hot bat.
Has he?
Yeah, I was giving him a lot of talk in the locker room before that game that he doesn't have pop anymore and he can't hit the ball.
Love it. So, what was? Did you kick some field goals this year?
I did. I think my long was 38.
Nice. Good for you.
I hurt my ankle during soccer season, so I was kind of limited. But
yeah,
I could hit from 50 in practice now and then. But
really,
yeah,
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I hit a couple, and then I got taken out against Everest Collegiate in the Catholic League final at Catholic Central, and on my left foot, and I just wasn't necessarily the same power after that.
Oh, those Everest Mountaineers.
Yeah.
Was it clean or dirty? Borderline?
Yeah, I
prefer not to comment.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those guys. Freshman year, we beat them in the state semifinals in soccer, and then our sophomore year, they beat us 2-1 in the regional final. We had a really good team, and they knocked us off. So, we always find a way to end up playing them in the playoffs or the Catholic final, and it's always usually an ugly game.
This is Jake Martin, the batter. Martin, team guy, and really a guy that has been productive this year. He's got a guy on second base by the name of Jones. There's 2 runs in. There's 2 outs. It's a full count. And the sidearm pitch is popped up into that Bermuda Triangle. Who knows? Coming in as McAvoy, he'll make the catch, but not before some damage was done. 2 runs in. Liggett puts up a couple in the opening inning of play. We go to the top of the second inning. 2-0. Grosse Pointe Liggett.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to Grosse Pointe Liggett. Your home plate umpire is Bob Conway. Your field umpire is Darcy Getchue. Let's meet the defense for Liggett. Reggie Sharp throwing to Oliver Service. The Texas commit. Barr at third, Purify at short, Randazzo at second, Jones at first, Murphy in right, Green in center, and Knable in left. Martin the DH you just saw. And this is the batter, Mr. Stafford. And he's first pitch swinging and fouls it away. Grosse Pointe South knocked off Brother Rice earlier this year, 2-1. They come in 22-12 on the year, 8-6 in league play. That league they play in is called the MAC Red. And they lost the league to Sterling Heights Stevenson, who's having a very good year. So Stafford to be followed by McAvoy and Cozell. Stafford, the second baseman, Connor Stafford, against Reggie Sharp Jr. Pop up right side. High sky today. Shielding is Jones, and he makes the catch. Grosse Pointe Liggett is coached by the latest member of the 500 Win Club, Dan Cimini. And Cimini is assisted by Dr. Reggie Sharp, a 1974 grad of Detroit Mumford High School. Cimini is a grad of Grosse Pointe South. And he played here. He played center field. He was the fastest center fielder in school history. And if you don't believe him, ask him.
Coached by Coach Griesbaum as well.
Coached by Coach Griesbaum as well, the head coach at Grosse Pointe South, the Hall of Famer. And, Cimini played for him in 87. All-league selection, went on to play. But, this is teacher against pupil.
Yeah.
It's a cool storyline, isn't it, Mac?
Yeah, it is a good story. He, Coach Cimini loves to tell us a story about his junior year.
Oh, yeah?
He moved to Oregon his freshman, sophomore year, and he came back.
Was he from, he was Grosse Pointe
He grew up
before?
in Grosse Pointe. I'm pretty sure he played in the park.
Okay.
And he moved to Oregon, I think, because of parents' work.
Sure.
And he comes back in junior year. He said Coach Griesbaum actually cut him.
No way.
And he didn't make the team. And he said it just, lit a fire under him. And, he's never felt that kind of, pushback and told he's not good enough, because he said he was always one of the best guys growing up. So senior year, he said he came out firing and just worked as hard as he ever had. And they made their, I'm pretty sure, the first Final Four in South history.
Wow. That's a great story. He did say that it was their first Final Four, and that's very cool. And who else would you want to teach young men that same thing, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
This is McAvoy, the batter. Joey McAvoy, the right fielder. McAvoy is a senior. Pitches upstairs. It's a one-out walk for Reggie Sharp. And that'll bring up Jake Cozell. So you're off to Syracuse. We're with Mac Katz, the Syracuse commit And, man, it's very cool to have you join us. You're a member of the baseball team. You might get called into duty at any time.
Yeah.
So we know we might lose you. There's a pitch inside. Throw down to second from Service. Not in time. It's a stolen base for McAvoy. And with one out, he's now in scoring position. This is a South team that has had quite a remarkable season running the bases. In fact, it's been their best in their illustrious school history. The stolen base tally on the year is about 85 now.
Yeah.
And they've ran a lot. So that adds a little bit of an element to a team.
Yeah, they're a gritty and hardworking team. They lost last year early to North, who went on to the final. I think if they get past North in the districts, they're going to go on a long run in the playoffs.
Pitches inside, gets away from Service. That'll be a wild pitch. It's a walk. So McAvoy to third, Cozell to first, and
they're going to send McAvoy back.
They'll send McAvoy back. Okay. He was hit. Yes. So hit by the pitch, they'll rule it. McAvoy back to second. Thank you for that. And Service out to the mound to talk with his battery mate. What's he saying here?
Oliver's probably just telling him that he needs to lock in and hit him right in the glove. Oliver, like Samini, usually a emotional guy, and sometimes some choice words on the mound from Oliver Service.
All right. Well, hey, sometimes as a catcher and a leader, you got to have those.
Yeah, and Oliver's a great leader, and usually after he goes out to that mound, things change for the pitcher. So whatever he's saying, he's got to keep saying it.
We'll see if they change here. We'll have to wait. This is the number 8 hitter in Dan Griesbaum's lineup. It's Ben Frakes, a .290 hitter. Line shot deep to left. If it's fair, it's trouble, and it's foul by about a foot.
That was a shot from Frakes.
Sure was. So that might have scored a couple, but either way, your 8 hitter's seeing the ball well.
That kid can hit. He's been smashing the ball his whole life. I've seen him play a lot of ball, and he's always going gap to gap when I'm watching.
Yeah, well, that was a good one to dodge if you're in the baby blues today. Runner at second is McAvoy. Runner at first is Cozell with one out. 2-0 Liggett. South trying to answer. These two will not play again after today. Of course, Liggett in Division II, South in Division I. South is a small Division I. They're the smallest school in the MAC Red, the league they compete in. If you combine North and South, it wouldn't even accumulate to the size of Dakota. There's a slider that reaches the top of the zone. Bob Conway said so. Grosse Pointe South with 5 state titles under Samini, 6 in school history. That wall is packed with titles. There goes the runner, and Service is going to eat it. The runner, McAvoy, tripped on Preston Barr, and nothing to do there, but no advancement at first base. I'm sorry, Mac. We'll get another look at that. Ooh, he tripped on the base on his own.
Turf Monster got him.
Turf Monster got him. That's right. Oh, it's good, man. So.
Needed a ground ball here for a double play.
Ooh. Swing and a miss.
That was some heat from
Frakes
Reggie.
is out. How about a little high cheddar with some sharp Hoffmans?
Reggie can sling it in there. He's got a good arm.
It's really nonchalant. It's sneaky, hot, and firm, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's switching up his angles from where he throws it. Sometimes submarine, sometimes three-quarters. He's really crafty on the mound. I think he had one appearance on the mound last year for us. So we needed him to step up for us, and he's done a great job this year on the mound.
Well, you lost Jack Jones.
We lost Jack. We lost Blake Illich to the transfer portal.
Yes.
We
transfer portal.
We lost Kurt Barr to Michigan. They're in Nebraska right now for the Big Ten tournament, and we lost senior Matthew Green, outfielder, pitch for us.
Went
Big
to
time
Michigan
player
to
for
be a
us.
student.
Yeah.
There's a pitch upstairs, and this is the 9-hitter, Michelotti. Guy that can really run well. Fits the theme of the South team. You guys can run a little bit, too.
Yeah, Joey's a good player. He's looking to be the starting quarterback for South next year.
Really?
He was the backup this year, and I think he got a start against Sterling Heights Stevenson.
Okay. Anthony started for them, right?
Yeah.
Most of the year?
Anthony Bernard was at his Mercer visit. So next man up, Michelotti went in.
Right. He went on a visit during a football game?
He went on his official visit and missed I want to say game 5 for them.
Wowzers.
So Michelotti stepped in, and they got the win that night. So
okay.
Undefeated as a starter.
Bernard can do anything he wants. I've seen him play basketball. He's something. He's going to be a fine, fine player down there at Mercer. Bases are now loaded, and Reg has sort of lost the zone a bit. He's got to face Wells Graham, and this is the top hitter in the lineup in a prime time spot, and Dan Cimini wants to talk it over.
Yeah, Wells and Reggie are really good friends. They grew up together. They play a lot of baseball together in the park. They always used to hang out just every day, playing ball, playing wiffle ball. They know each other very well. So this matchup has happened hundreds of times.
Yeah.
And we just get to see it again.
So while we have a pause, tell me a little bit more about what you're looking to do at Syracuse and when you're going to go and what you're most excited about.
So I'm going in mid-August. I'm going to be managing the basketball team. And
nice.
Yeah, I'm just excited. When I went on my visit, I met Coach Autry, Coach Boheim, and I talked statistics with them. I talked about my program. I'm making an analytic tool on how to predict a NBA championship winning team. So I'm excited to get on campus. I'm excited to make some friends. And, nervous that I'm leaving all my friends. I love these guys, great group of guys, but, I'm excited for what the future holds for me.
Very, very cool. Well, Syracuse is a special place, and I've had the honor of calling about 7 basketball games in the Carrier Dome. That is a balk, and there was no set, and Sharp's going to get called for a balk. In to score comes McAvoy. It's 2-1. Dan Cimini will come out. We'll see if we can get another look at what happened. The official's coming over and very emphatically telling him what went wrong. Yeah, sort of a double set. And so that's the field umpire that called it, Darcy Getchue. And he's doing a pitching tutorial out there on how not to balk.
Never seen that before.
No, that was like a coaching moment. You're going to have to pay him in a minute.
He told Cimini to go back to the dugout, too.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
So it's 2-1, and this is still Wells Graham, rather. Swing and a miss. He's a tough customer to get out. They'll play in the MAC OAA All-Star game coming up. He's a 3-time All-Leaguer. And this guy is their top hitter. Outside corner strike called. Reggie coming back, pumping strikes after that balk. Runners at second and third for South, and their top hitter at the plate. He's a Wayne State lean. I don't think he's committed quite yet, but there's a shot off of Dan Griesbaum. He almost got nipped in the first pitch of the game, and he's having some choice words.
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy over there.
No, the guy's been doing it 40 years. This is a Michigan Hall of Famer. You get a look at Griesbaum, and now you get a look at him getting hit.
I think there'll be a laughing moment after the game for those two.
Yeah, no doubt. You might owe him a massage.
Yeah.
A hired out massage. 2-1, Liggett on top. Fastball is upstairs. Grosse Pointe South will play in the districts with their rival Grosse Pointe North. That's always the setup. Last year, Grosse Pointe North went all the way to the championship in Division I and lost to St. Mary's of Orchard Lake 1-0. You never know what can happen.
This game of baseball is so hard. It's so unpredictable. So anyone can beat anyone on any day. So I think whoever comes out of that district is going to go a long way.
No doubt. Sharp with a long look. 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Oh,
breaking ball. Strike 3 called. The hammer to close out the inning. Sharp bounces right back. And we'll go out on this. How about this one, Mac?
Wow. Yeah, Reggie's got some great movement on his off speed. That's why he's so hard to hit.
My name is Dan Samini. I am the admissions outreach coordinator here at University of Liggett School. I have been at Liggett for 22 years, 20 as a teacher, 20 as a football coach. This is my 19th year as the head baseball coach. We have a tradition of excellence in the classroom. That tradition doesn't stop at 3 o'clock. It comes out here on the fields, in the gyms, in the auditoriums. Every student from pre-K until 12th grade is asked to challenge themselves, take risks, think outside the box. There is something here for everyone at University of Liggett School. Starting in the lower school, we have clinics run by our coaches at the upper school. We have a great middle school athletic program. We have 20 clubs at the high school level. We have state-of-the-art athletic facilities, starting with the Bowl Center, Fruhoff Gymnasium. We have the McCann Ice Rink, and we have 8 multi-purpose turf fields across our beautiful campus. We just won a world championship in robotics, and in the history of University of Liggett School athletics, we have won 85 state championships and numerous individual state championships. Come sing in a musical. Come play on a team. Come be a team manager. Come win a state championship. Come be a part of something great here at University of Liggett School. Please contact me or a member of our outstanding admissions team to set up a tour and apply today. Go Knights!
Welcome back to Grosse Pointe Liggett. Chad Bush alongside Matt Katz. Liggett and Grosse Pointe South 2-1. 2 runs for the home team in the bottom of the first. 1 run in the second, a balk by Sharp. There's a ground ball right side picked up by Belanger. He'll handle the business himself, and there's 1 up and 1 down.
It's a rare out for Neil Murphy. Leads the team in walks. We call him Michael Vargas, like the guy in the Dodgers.
That's great. So here comes Green, the batter. Is it always windy? It seems like every game we do here, it's always. Is it just the lake behind us? Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Green, 3-sport athlete, big-time soccer player, good basketball player.
Is he? Okay, so you play soccer with him also?
Yeah, I recruited him my sophomore year, my junior year when he was a sophomore.
Ground ball right back to Grabowski. He will handle it easily.
Nick's a good athlete, and we're good friends. And I kept telling him, like, you got to come play with me. He's like, I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not playing soccer anymore. He played middle school, and he kind of gave it up for a couple years. And I was like, you got to come back. We got something special going on. So Nick joined us, and he loves the game. He's pretty good in the back too. He's a really good defender for us.
So here comes Joey Randazzo with 1 out, 2-1 Liggett on top. Dan Samini coaching at third, Reggie Sharp Sr. at first. Joey pops one to left, fairly deep. Under the ball, is the left fielder Michelati, and that is a quick 1-2-3 inning. How about that? That was really quick.
That was quick work for Cliff. He needed that after that long first.
A 3-pitch inning? Wow. Quick work. We're coming back to the top of the third right after this.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Welcome back. A beautiful night in gorgeous Grosse Pointe. This is a nice place to grow up.
Yeah.
I grew up on the west side. I didn't have a lot of time here until recent, but this is a lot of fun. And look who's here. That's you and your guys.
Yeah, it's my best friends. That was a good game. We beat Harper Woods that day. All 9 or 10 seniors started that day. I was in right and got moved to third, and we kind of took it to Harper Woods that day. So that was a fun game.
11 seniors?
11 seniors.
Wow, that's a heavy senior-laden club. And you guys are looking to do something special this year, trying to close out the final weekend of the regular season. It's your crosstown rival.
Yeah, Sami's been putting this group together for years. A lot of us all came here to play baseball, and we all came together hoping to do something special. Obviously, we got a state championship 2 years ago, and we're looking to get another one this year.
This is Ben Domzalski, the number 2 hitter and the catcher. 295 hitter for Ben. He'll lead things off. Liggett by a run as we start the third inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Blue Devils of South. Ben puts one back near my car. Dang it. I knew I shouldn't have parked there. Yeah. All right. It's all right. There was a game before this. It was Northville and Detroit Western. Western, the champion of the PSL, 15 straight years. And we covered them last week on the prep. And Northville, number 1 in the state, and they kind of showed why.
Yeah, they're good. We were kind of watching while we were, getting warmed up for our game, and they hit the ball hard. They're fast. They look smooth. They're a good team. It's going to be a test for us on Saturday.
No doubt. Reggie Sharp back on the bump. Reg has been really good in this game. We're with Mac Katz, senior outfielder on this Liggett team, good enough to join us for at least another inning. There's a shot to left, and that one is down. That's a fair ball. In the corners, Knable to get it. It'll be a stand-up double for Ben Domzalski to lead things off for South here in the third.
That was a great swing from Ben. You could kind of tell by his approach that he was ready to go.
He's had some good swings today. There's been a few balls down that line. Sharp is giving up just 1 run. He struck out 2 and walked 3. And now he'll face the right-handed hitter, Grabowski. And he grounds one sharply fouled, of course, down that line. Grabowski with 26 RBIs this year to lead this club, all district. And he'll play in the MAC OAA All-Star game out at Jimmy John's Field later this month.
Yeah, Cliff and Reg used to play hockey together. They used to be on opposite wings, and they used to dominate the 10-year-old hockey league they were in.
That's great. Pitch is inside. I know Service is also a hockey guy. Anybody else on this team play hockey?
Jake Martin's a hockey player for us. He's a defenseman. He had a really good year. I'm pretty sure he's an all-league player. Oliver's fun to watch play hockey because he doesn't really know where the puck is. He's just hitting people.
Football guy playing hockey. Gotta love it. Leadoff double for Ben Domzalski, and brings up one of the best at driving and runs. It sets up Grabowski well. What kind of hitter is he?
He's always found ways to get on base growing up. He's just a really good ball player. He's not a guy I want to see with a guy in second with Liggett on my chest.
He drives one where else down that left field line, and nobody's going to get to that. Grabowski is also cousins with the first team All ACC member announced this week, Alex Mooney. He's also cousins with Ryan, but Ryan's headed to Harvard to play football. So there's a lot of athletic genes. It's on the other side of it's not Joe's.
Yeah.
And I'll rub that in Joe's face. It's not Joe's blood. It's Jen's blood.
Yeah, one time at Cliff's house, I was there with Ryan, Alex, and Alex was this was his senior year at Orchard Lake, and he was windmilling, dunking. So he's just an athlete.
He really is.
Athleticism just kind of runs in that family. So
thanks to Jen.
Yeah,
not Joe. Joe's
right.
He's okay athletic wise, but I kid, of course. Joe's been on color with us before, and he'll be on color with us again. Had to razz him. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. This is Grabowski, and Reggie is having quite a battle with Cliff. That one's out of play. What a great crowd. What a great night. What's going on tonight? What are you guys doing after the game? What do you guys usually do when you got a game the next day?
You know, we usually go back to my house. We play cards.
What kind of cards?
We play poker.
Really?
Yeah, we play poker.
Okay.
It's usually me, Tommy Sheck, Jake Martin, Zach Hill, Mac Phillips, Andrew Stalker. Andrew Stalker's kind of the ringer. Gary Stacy's a ringer.
Really?
Yeah, they usually take our money.
Do they wear like a hat and glasses and?
That's me. I get a mask on. I get sunglasses, and I'm usually not in a good mood.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we usually team poker nights.
Okay. Sharp about to deal his 58th pitch of the evening, and it's a ball just high to Grabowski. 2-2 the count. There is a vacant base.
Yeah, Cliff's a tough out, but this would be big for us here.
Nobody out. Leadoff double for Domzalski. Tying run at second. And that'll load it up at 3-2. Tomorrow we'll have Liggett at 11:30 against Detroit Western, the champions of the Detroit Public School League. And in the nightcapper, it'll be Liggett against the #1 team in the state of Michigan in Division I, the Northville Mustangs. We'll have both games here on the prep. There's a slider, and it didn't matter if it hit him or not as far as, well, I don't say that. You know what I meant?
Yeah.
It's a ball either way, and Grabowski's going to be ran for. What's the thought there? Oh, he's a pitcher. He's a pitcher, and there's a lot of speed on that team.
Yeah, Cliff's a good runner. I'm surprised they're pulling him.
I am too.
This is Hunter Belanger, Big Hunt, really good friends with Oliver. Big-time football player. He's getting looks of Kansas, University of Kansas.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Tackle, guard?
Defensive tackle. He was hurt this year. I think he hurt his foot, so he was out for most of the year, but watch out for him next year.
Weak on the batter. It's a good bunt. It's to first. Jones will handle it himself. And Belanger does the job. Kind of funny to watch a 6'6" man bunt, but he did it well.
Yeah, one time in Florida, Hunter Belanger got a 2-0 fastball and he hit it about 440 feet. So
jeez,
weird giving him the bunt sign, but I mean I'm very thankful they did.
Yeah, the power numbers have not been there this year for Belanger to the expectation of most, but he has hit the ball and he's done things like that, advance runners. So second and third. And here is Stafford, the batter. At third base is Domzalski. At second is the courtesy runner Wiegand. And it's popped up in the infield, a pitcher's best friend. This will be handled by Randazzo, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, Randazzo's got a great glove there. Nice routine play, but he's definitely the glue guy of our team. He's
Joey Ballgame.
Joey Ballgame. He's a very underrated player. He does it all for us. He hits well, he bunts. Great glove. He's just it's good that he's on our team.
No doubt. He's got a great mom too. She helps us out. She might get an intern with us this summer.
Yeah, shout out Amy Randazzo.
She's the best. Second and third, there's still some meat left on the bone. And it's in the name of McAvoy. Joey McAvoy, the 6th hitter. And the right fielder trying to drive home a run or two and tie it or take the lead. Sharp trying to shut it down. And he does there with a strike.
Expecting to see the hammer here from Reg.
Outside corner, just missed.
I want to see the replay on that one. That looked good to me.
Yeah, well, you're in luck because we got a good look of it. And here it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. Pitch is low. It's a waste pitch. 2-2 now the count. Liggett holding on to a 2-1 lead. Gets their crosstown rival. They scored twice in the first. South scored once in the second inning on a balk. And the breaking ball is fouled near the dugout. Reggie, who's done whatever the team's asked him to, on the mound today. In a big-time spot here. And the fight continues. Where do you think he projects at the next level?
He's got good speed, good switch bat. I do see him playing second around his sophomore year at Michigan.
Yeah.
He works really hard. He's in the cages every night. So I'm excited to see how much better he can get.
Such a smooth glove. Pitches up and in. What's it been like to play for Dan Cimini?
He's a very, how do I say this?
Passionate?
He's very passionate. He's been a winner his whole life. He's a really funny guy. I've known him for a really long time, and the guys really like him. He's what you want as a role model in your life.
Awesome.
He's a better person than he is a coach.
That's great. Full count, 2-out pitch, and that is going to waste another baseball. Watch out. C.J. Easterling, our fine cameraman on top of the first base dugout. Watch out, C.J. Showing off those biceps up there. Look at him showing off. McAvoy, the batter, full count, 2 outs, runners at second and third, Liggett by 1. Second game of 2 today at this field in the Glenn Connolly Invitational. guess what? Another one. And it's on George Thanasis Field. What do they do back there, Mac? Is it soccer?
On the field behind us?
Yes.
That's where lacrosse plays their games. That's where we practice We play our soccer games on the football field. But, you know, that field's kind of whatever you need, you can do on that field.
Dr. Lathan Williams hooks you up. Anything you need, any field you need, he's gonna build it for you.
Yeah, he's a great guy and a great add to our school.
Yeah, he is. That's a breaking ball that McAvoy might have sold, and we've got bases loaded. Sharp has now thrown his 71st pitch, and there was activity earlier in that bullpen. It was Fetter, and Cimini getting a little anxious down there and pacing.
Yeah, it's a big game for Cimini. Obviously went to South as a boy, but when he became a man, he decided to come to Liggett. So this is one he definitely wants to win.
Oh, dude, that's a jab. I love it. Belanger, the batter, service, scoops it and keeps it in front. We're with Mac Katz. Kozel, the batter, pardon me. Kozel, the batter, with bases loaded. Thank you. At third is Domzelski, second Wiegand, and at first McAvoy. 2 outs.
That's a great pitch.
Really is. Took something off it. Reggie Sharp, the Michigan commit, the second base, slick fielding junior, ready to work on the mound. Anticipation building. 2-1 count, nowhere to put him.
Yeah, that's a big moment for us.
Pitch is low. Activity in the Liggett bullpen.
It's Tommy Scheck.
And it is indeed Tommy Scheck.
Also on the golf team. He's had a really good year for us. Almost hung up the cleats, but Cimini talked him into coming back, and he's, I think, first or second on the team in innings this year. So
what's he, a 4.5 handicap?
Yeah, he's good.
There's a shot to center. This one's deep, a beat on it, green, and he's got it in the gap.
Good rain from Nick in center there. Hasn't played a lot of center this year, but that was a good play.
That ends the inning.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to Fix My Feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Welcome back to Grosse Pointe. Grabowski back on the bump. Liggett leads it by a run, 2-1. Jaron Purify to lead things off. 1, 2, and 3 for Liggett, and Jaron crocks that one into the bullpen. Well, you're headed to Syracuse, and I know you've made some trips there, and you've had some fun, and you got to meet some special people. How about this? Adrian Autry and Jim Boeheim.
Yeah, I'm excited for the next 4 years. I like what Coach Autry's doing. He's already brought in a couple guys, and I think he might be building something special there.
Yeah, he's taking over for the legend, and look at you there. That was a lot of fun, huh?
It was a great time. It was really nice meeting those guys. They treat me really well, and it was good to talk basketball with guys who, really know basketball.
I like your kicks, too. Those are nice. You came correct to the Carrier Dome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, we wish you the best, and, we're not going anywhere, but we know you got to get to the dugout at some point. But, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun at Syracuse. You might even want to dabble in some sports broadcasting, man. They're known for that.
I might have to.
Yeah, double major.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can hook you up. We'll get you lined up there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the future holds, but I'm not opposed to that idea.
Yeah. The Newhouse School of Broadcasting. You've had some great Syracuse folks in your chair. We'll have Ian Unsworth tomorrow, recent Syracuse graduate, kid out of Ann Arbor. A man out of Ann Arbor. He's not a kid. Domzalski back as Purify pops out to the catcher. Good job by Domzalski to track it. A big out for South, and one up and one down. Sometimes those pitches at the top of the zone are tough to stay away from. Fine play by Domzalski. Tough to track a ball like that, especially in this high sky. You're an outfielder.
Yeah, the sun's really bright today, so anything in the air is going to be trouble for someone, like we saw earlier in the first with, McAvoy and Stafford, Frakes. I think they just lost it.
Right. Now, will you play poker with any of the South guys?
Wells Graham and Connor Stafford may stop by one time, but
what about tonight?
Depends how these next couple innings go. If we're smiling after 7, then they can come. But if not, then they're not going to invite to the Cats household tonight.
That's fair enough. That's a hit by pitch, and Reg is on, and here comes service. Liggett has something brewing here in the bottom of the third. Grabowski's line so far through his 2 innings. He's given up 2 hits, 2 runs. Both have been earned. He has yet to strike anybody out, but he's walked just 1. And Grabowski has thrown a total of 43 pitches, so the pitch count not bad, and the strike count not bad, 27 strikes to 16 balls. A lot of baseball to be played. You got 2 games tomorrow, so you got to make some considerations for that.
Yeah.
But you guys have had a lot of games in a stretch before this season.
Yeah, we 1 week we played, I think, 5 or 6 in 7 days.
Wow.
So we're battle tested, play a lot of good teams. South's a really good team, but
Sharp Bluffs. This is Oliver Service, the batter, having a fabulous season.
Yeah, I got a good feeling about this at bat. I'm thinking he's going to shot the right. He's going to score Reggie.
Oliver is expected to report to Texas mid-August, but he's playing in the Major League Draft League this summer for Dimitri Young, and he'll play for the Manheim Valley Scrappers, and that's down in Columbus area. And Oliver looking forward to that. He's playing for Dimitri Young, though, the former Tiger. He's now coaching in that league, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Oliver's got a lot of connections in the baseball world through his adventures. He played at the Hank Aaron Invitational this summer.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah, it was fun watching him on TV. A lot of really good ball players in that game.
Oh, that's very cool. Ooh, another hit by pitch. So that's back-to-back HBPs, and Grabowski going to have a word with Domzalski. And here comes Barr in a spot with a runner in scoring position. And look, you guys are looking to add to this lead. You can't feel good with just a one-run lead against 22-win Grosse Pointe South.
Yeah, Preston is our leading RBI guy this year, and South's not a team you want to let hang around. So this would be big for us to add a couple more on the board this inning.
No doubt. Ground ball up the middle. Graham to second for one. Relay to first. It's a tailor-made double play. 2 for the price of 1. Mac, it's been a pleasure, young man. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you on the hill in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Best of luck, brother. We'll see you again, but thanks so much. You did an outstanding job.
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
I appreciate it. Hey, go Knights.
All right, there he is. That's Matt Katz. The inning is over, 2-1. Liggett leads it as we go to the top of the 4th in the Glenn Connolly Invitational.
Key differentiator here at University Liggett School and University Liggett Middle School is our approach to teaching and learning. Teaching and learning isn't something that happens to kids here, it's something that matters to them. And the ways that you see that come alive in middle school are through the projects that students are working on. Our 6th graders in the hallway with RC cars, racing them down the hallway and slamming on the brakes, trying to figure out the formula for velocity rather than that being something that they look up in their textbook. I think about our 7th grade bodybuilder projects where students are creating a 2-dimensional scale model of the human body that includes every body system. I think of our 8th graders with their civics projects where they're looking at a problem that exists in the community and thinking of ways to help solve that problem, but not only thinking of ways, taking action steps, writing letters to representatives, creating PR campaigns to help solve their problem. Any opportunity we have to make sure that students' questions matter, that student voice and choice have a place in the classroom is where we're going to be.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Pitching change on the mound, and Tommy Scheck has entered the ball game. Scheck, the senior right-hander, we've seen quite a bit. So Sharp's day is done. Green moves to left, Randazzo moves to center, Murphy moves to right, Sharp moves to second, and that's all I got. Tommy Scheck on in relief for Reggie Sharp. Sharp goes 3 full innings. And he is in line for, well, potentially a win. He left with the lead. Tommy Scheck, the right-handed fireballer, hits the outside black. Strike called, says Bob Conway. We want to thank Matt Katz for his time. Man, was he good or what? That was a lot of fun. Bright future for that young man, already working in a NBA front office. And the future manager of the Syracuse basketball team. And he'll try to get some good mojo back in that dugout. 2 runs for Liggett to start the game, and then nothing since. Top of the 4th, Scheck on in relief. This is Ben Frakes, the batter. Did he go? Yes, he did. Frakes is out. And there's quickly one out here in the 4th inning. We'll have coverage tomorrow, and we'll have a doubleheader from right here. We'll have basketball. What's wrong with me? It's been a long year. We'll have baseball. Doubleheader. Liggett hosting this Glenn Connolly Invitational. Now, they play some games over at South. Amy, they play games at South tomorrow as well. Is this still at 2 South tomorrow? So they kind of play in 2 spots. We can't jump ship, so we'll stay here. And the highlight will be Northville, #1 ranked in the state against this Liggett club that has been #1 in the state in Division II for most of the year. They're now 3rd according to the latest poll by the MHSAA that was released earlier this week by the league office in Lansing. We do have some updates to share with you from around the league. Pat, the stats on that. This is Michelotti, Joey Michelotti, and he laces one to right, and it's the 2nd hit of the ball game for South. It's a 1-out single and a solid stroke by a guy that can really run well and the kind of guy you want on first base with 1 out. Good piece of hitting to go the other way as well. Here's the leadoff man. This is Wells Graham. 350 hitter. This is their best in the average department. He's a 3-year all-leaguer. And this is a guy that's done big things at South in his time there. There goes the runner. It's a hit and run, and Michelotti had that base stolen. But Wells Graham did what he was told to do, hit and run. And you don't question Dan Griesbaum. He's been doing it 40 years as he's flashing the signs. There he is. 1975 MVP of the Central Michigan Chippewas. Went to South Lake High School in St. Clair Shores. This guy's in the Hall of Fame in the state of Michigan. And he's had the pleasure of having a long list of longevity on his staff. 17 years with his son, Dan Griesbaum Jr., 22 years with Matt Reno, and 27 years with John Hackett. That's a lot of assistant coaches sticking around for this guy. That tells you something. That tells you they want to be a part of something great. Throw back to first, and Jones wasn't ready. But he caught it anyway. Happy Memorial Day weekend. You believe it's here? That's a snapper, and that is strike 3. Oh, that's filthy. That's filthy, and Wells Graham was fooled. Tip of the cap to Tommy Scheck, and here's why. That's really good. It's a really nice pitch. So there's now 2 outs, and here comes the #2 hitter, Ben Domzalski. Ben plays third base and also catches. They got a really nice catcher to go with Domzalski. They've rotated all year, but he's hurt, and that's Andrew Dilladovico. He's out for the year. He was their #3 hitter. And it's a big loss. He's not with them, and he won't be with them for the rest of the year on the field. So Domzalski's had to carry a lot of the load behind the plate. And he can handle it, but it's a lot of work for a catcher. When you have 2 good catchers in this league in high school, you're better than most. And South had it. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch that dropped down and dirty by Scheck. There goes the runner, pitches inside, services throw down to second, is in time. A one-hopper. And they cut down Joey Michelotti. Look at this throw. And look at the tag. Wow, here's another look. And that's not an easy guy to throw down. Sharp with an excellent tag. Inning over. Back after this.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
So Jones to lead things off for Liggett on this glorious Friday afternoon in Grosse Pointe. One game's already been played. It was Northville beating Western. I think it was 11-1. And that's a really good Detroit Western team, by the way. Not easy to mercy that team. There's a pitch that hits the battered Jones, and Ryan Jones is fired up. So we've seen some hit by pitches today. Got to be on alert. Some sweet feet. Do we have Slim Jims today? Who brought those? When did those come? Yeah, thank you. Pat the Stat brought a Slim Jim? Way to go, Daddy-O. Not bad. So man on, nobody out. Liggett trying to grow their lead. Doesn't feel so safe against their foes from across the way, across the points. This is Ryan Martin, the batter. He's had a good season. Been our G of the game as well. The old soccer cheer, whatever they call that. You like that, Ollie? Well, okay, you like soccer, that's all right. I won't hold it against you. Here's the pitch. Outside corner strike called by Bob Conway. Yes, sir. No, we love soccer. In fact, we've covered it several times, and we'll cover it much more. Matt Katz, who joined us, does soccer and football. How about that? Okay. Well, you can have your opinions, Ollie. There goes the runner. That's a hit and run, and it works perfectly down the line. Throw to third, and he is out at third base. Bob Conway said so. And how about this relay? I mean, this was a quick throw in from the outfield. We'll get another look at it. But Jones is out at third trying to extend it. That went down the line. I mean, I don't know how he got it in so fast. Look at this play in left field by Michelotti. And, yeah, he's out. Conway got it right. No surprise. So Jones is cut down trying to go from first to third. And that's a big-time play, but it does come at a cost because Michelotti looks banged up, and I don't know how he got banged up, but I'd love to see how he got banged up. And he's coming out of this ballgame. So Michelotti, his day is done. He's been lifted. And into the game comes Wiegand. And we've already seen him in the game, pinch running. So good to see him again. Welcome back, sir. Oh, we got the fence. Oh, that's a good look. But that's a bad feeling. Oh, man. We hope he's okay. I mean, he came off looking okay. But, all right. Well, here we go. Here comes Neil Murphy, left-handed hitter and the senior. So there's one out. That was a costly out at third base. And Murphy drives one to center. This one is deep. Frakes has a beat on it and plays it well, and that's out number 2. So a good swing by Murph. But it's all for naught, and that'll leave things up to Green. Look at this swing. Left-handed swing looks so pretty, doesn't it? Squared that up nice. Good baseball play. Both ways. Grabowski's been solid. And it's kind of been the theme for Grosse Pointe South this year. They've been winning with pitching. They've been winning with defense. They've been winning with base running. Grabowski's line, he's given up 3 hits, 2 runs. Both have been earned. He has yet to strike anybody out. But he's walked just 1. He has hit about 3 guys. So you can count those as walks, I think. Free passes, whatever the case. Outside corner, strike called. That's the fastball. Get me over on the outside lane of Mack Avenue. Those Reese's are going to melt. Somebody doesn't move those, and that Slim Jim's going to start cooking. There's a swing and a ground ball up the middle. Scooped up by Graham, flips to second to Stafford, and the side retired. We go to the top half of the 5th. This is the prep. Welcome back to Grosse Pointe. We're here with Michelle Curitan, the director at Liggett of DEI. And tell everybody what DEI stands for. It's very important, and it's something here at Liggett that you've taken very seriously, and you've done a whale of a job with. Tell the folks about it.
Well, hi. Actually, my title is Dean of Community Engagement and Belonging, and as you stated, I take care of our diversity, equity, and inclusion needs with the entire Liggett community. So I have the wonderful opportunity to work with all staff, faculty, students, parents, all the adults in the community. So it's a wonderful position that's new. So I'm the inaugural Dean of Community Engagement and Belonging for University Liggett School, but I've been doing the work for many, many years, and it's such a pleasure to be at University Liggett School and here with you today.
It's great to be with you. Tell us the strides that you've made. It's only been 1 year, but it's been a year that you've seen progress. Talk about the specific progress that you've seen.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great question. So I've seen a lot of progress in terms of just how we're using language and how we're thinking about treating each other, how we are thinking about how equity can be rooted in everything that we're doing.
Sure.
So what I love about my position is that I have such a wonderful opportunity to work with everyone, that it's foundational, it's a framework of who we are at University Liggett School, a community of always making sure or trying to ensure that everyone belongs.
That's awesome. And I know you coordinate with all the different groups, athletics here today since we're here. How does all this fit in athletics, and what have you seen there that has made you proud?
Oh, I think our athletics department, well, shout out first to Dr. Lathan Williams. He's
sure.
also new. We came in together, and
Right on.
he is doing a wonderful job to make sure that all of our sports teams are equitable for everyone. I actually am going to serve as the head coach of the dance team for the upcoming school year.
How
So
about
we
it?
all do our part, and I'm not special. There are many of us who are administrators and teachers who coach and teach and do a lot of things for University Liggett School. But I think our athletic department is just a part of who we are as a well-rounded student and community, in trying to make sure that everyone is involved in something. So Liggett has something for everyone, and that's what I love about it. That's that inclusivity that we see throughout University Liggett School.
So fun to visit with you. Won't you come back? We'll do some more.
Sure, yes. Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Really appreciate what you've done, and thanks for having us around this season. It's been a pleasure to be here, so thank you for making it special.
Thank you.
All right, that's Michelle Curitan. We're coming back with baseball from Grosse Pointe. It's Liggett, it's South, and it's next here on the Prep. All right, that was outstanding talking with Michelle Curitan, the Dean of Community Engagement and Belonging. Outstanding conversation we had with her. That was a lot of fun, and we hope to have her back soon. Wasn't she great? She's doing a great job in her first season. The first at bat of this inning is a walk. Dobzalski walks for the second time in this game. Maisie will come on and run. Chase Maisie. And that'll bring up Grabowski, the three-hitter. Tommy Scheck still on in relief. Maisie has been injured the majority of the season. He is a commit to the Miami of Ohio Redhawks. And he's a guy that pitches quite well for them, and he has not pitched much of the year. It's a fastball that's pretty hot. Grabowski swings and drives one to left. Near the line, Randazzo makes the catch. Excuse me, that's Green making the catch. And there's one out in this inning. So man on, man out. Here's another look. Fine job of tracking it by Nick Green. And had to go back a little bit. Good job to recover. So one out, man on. Tying run at first base here in the top of the fifth. Throw back to first. And back safely is the pinch runner, Chase Maisie. Liggett on top, 2-1. A team that will be trying for their 7th state title, and their journey begins next week. That pitch is high. This is Grosse Pointe South's heart of the lineup that Tommy Scheck is going against. This is Hunter Belanger, who had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. There goes the runner, and Belanger was covering for the runner who was off Maisie. Dr. Lathan Williams, Director of Athletics at University Liggett, joins us now.
How are you, Chad?
Great to see you. Thanks for coming back. And, hey, look, what an exciting evening on a Friday for baseball in Grosse Pointe.
Man, special. So many of these kids know each other. This one's for bragging rights. We got beautiful weather. There's no complaints. Liggett's up a run.
Yeah, no.
All is well.
All is well. We'll do it again tomorrow as well. And 2 games. A lot of fun, good weather. Everything's kind of cooperating. Throw back to first. Tommy Scheck on in relief of Reggie Sharp Jr., who went 3 innings. And it's been a well-played game so far.
Yeah. It's always good getting Tommy in there when we can. All year he's been able to kind of lift us up get us out of some tough spots. He's a guy, we've talked about it before. He's dual rostered, he's on a #1 ranked golf team.
That's right.
As well as being a relief pitcher for us in baseball. So he's a kid that's always stretched so thin, but he gives us all he has.
And that's in the same season. A lot of folks, right?
That's right. That's right.
A lot of folks may not realize,
That's right.
okay, golf, that's in the fall. No.
Yep.
Golf is now. He's he's going to hit, drives after this.
Yep. We get him when we can for baseball in a relief role, but they also have him for golf. So he goes back and forth.
Well, that's great. We'll have to get him to play in our prep invitational coming up. He can golf for the Westfalls. It'll be a ringer group. Sheck to the set. They will bring in Barr at third a bit. There are 2 outs in the 5th inning in this defensive battle. Stafford is up. Connor Stafford is no more for his defense. Little chin music, and Oliver wants to go out and have a word.
Having a catcher with that type of athleticism to be able to get that ball was pretty. It helps us.
You're not kidding. How many runs do you think he's saved this year?
Man.
Behind home plate, just defensively.
Yeah.
Service committed to Texas, and he does more than just baseball. Again, he's part of your athletic program that you encourage students to play 2 sports?
We do. We have a co-curricular requirement of 2 co-curriculars. That could be 2 sports. That could be, arts in a sport. That could be, you can be in 2 plays, and that counts.
Cool.
So not every club that we have counts as a co-curricular. So there's some specificity there.
Yep.
But Oliver's a 3-sport athlete, playing football in the fall, hockey in the winter, and then baseball here in the spring. He's actually this week's Grosse Pointe News Athlete of the Week.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That was a nice piece on him by the GP News. And he deserves it all. He'll also play in an all-star game coming up. And all Catholic, he was named this past week. He'll play in the all-star game on June 26th, the MHSAA all-star game. There goes the runner. There goes the arm of service. And it goes into Maisie. So a little bit to the first base side. Maisie had the base stolen. And there's now a runner at second. That's the tying run with 2 outs. Here's another look. The stolen base. And, well, it's been a Grosse Pointe South team that's been their theme all year. Their offensive production has been down this year. That's one of the things that has not been their strength. But base running is something they're trying to make up for it in. And look, everybody has their deficiencies. Everybody has their strengths. And these teams know each other very well and are very well scouted.
They know how to manufacture runs.
That's right.
When things are slowing down a bit with the bat, they know how to get on base and how to make magic happen. Both teams.
Strike called. Liggett manufactured 2 runs in the 1st inning and still hold that lead. It's been pretty sound pitching with Sharp and Sheck. 2 former teammates in the Little League World Series. Fouled back. Stafford, the batter. Things are winding down. Get us updated on some other sports and some of the good news going on around the Liggett spring sports. I know soccer's still doing well.
Soccer's rolling. We've got a big weekend next weekend. We'll be hosting districts for both baseball and softball here.
Oh, wow.
Right here.
Okay.
We'll be hosting a pre-regional and regional for girls soccer as well. The girls are rolling. They're rolling.
#1 in the state still.
They're still ranked 1. Yeah.
How about it?
Yep.
Olivia Thomas. She's one of the G's of the year in our. I mean, she just impressed. That's a deep drive to center off the bat of McAvoy, and that is tracked down in center.
That's Joey Ballgame.
By Joey.
That's Joey Ballgame.
Rantazzo.
Making plays all year, infield, outfield, from the mound. That's Joey Ballgame.
How about it? What a catch by the senior.
Let's go.
Randazzo. It's worth another look,
Gotta
and
be
here
the play
it
of the
is.
game so far.
Joey going back and caught it. That's a lot tougher than it looks.
Oh, yeah.
For a center fielder.
To be able to track it.
That ends the inning.
That's huge.
We go to the bottom half of the fifth. 2-1. The Knights still on top.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
I think Liggett to me has just an extraordinary environment that you can't find at any other school. Just the one-on-one time with your teachers and the environment focusing on you and benefits to your learning. That's really important to me because school is about learning and I want to come here every single day and I'm excited to come.
Welcome back to the Glenn Connolly Invitational. My name is Chad Bush alongside Dr. Lathan Williams. Glad to be with you from Liggett High School. And here we go. This is Joey Randazzo to lead things off against Cliff Grabowski. Bottom of the fifth. Tight game. You guys have played a lot of tight games this year.
Yeah.
And won a lot of tight games this year. And iron sharpens iron, and this is all good preparation for the playoffs.
That's right. Coach Samini and I both, we believe in playing. If you can compete, if you can hang, play the best, right? And acts as a gauntlet so that it prepares you for that state playoff run. So it's really nothing we haven't seen, right? So we'll be battle tested for sure.
No doubt. And so next week you host districts.
Yes. We've got our softball team coming off the Catholic League Championship.
Congratulations.
Coach Santia Andrews.
Okay.
Who just was named Catholic League Coach of the Year in the Cardinal Division.
Nice.
So they're favored to come out of the districts, and they'll have they have their hands full in regionals. But I think with that coach. And we got
first-year coach, right?
First-year coach.
First-year coach.
She's been coaching for years.
Did you hire her?
I did. I did.
Okay.
I had.
Well, tip of the cap to you, sir.
You know what? I can't.
How'd you find her?
Well, Coach Craig White, who's our girls basketball coach, had a relationship with her.
Nice.
And knew that I was going through some interviews and threw her name in the hat, if you will.
Yeah.
And. From the first conversation, I knew that her intensity, her knowledge of the game was something that could really inject some purpose and passion around Liggett softball. So it's what we needed, for sure.
Very cool. This is Jaron Purify, the batter, the leadoff man, the Clemson commit, and the preseason All-American, All-Catholic name this past week as well. There's a slider that's over for a strike. The home team fans didn't love it. Neither did Jaron. Playing 4-3 ball today. None of that 3-2 stuff.
Refreshing, right?
Yes.
To
yes.
Take a step away from the Catholic League, coming in with 1-1, right?
Yeah, it's just it is what it is. I'm not complaining, but you got this. First of all, I'm not a good math guy. So I'm forced to do a lot of math every at bat, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I have no say in it, and I'm not complaining. It's just being honest. I see why they do it, and I'm all right with it. There's a shot to the gap. This is deep. On the run, Frakes, and he makes a catch. Good beat on it.
Catch.
Yeah.
Good play.
And a good drive. We've seen Jaron drive that pitch out of the park before. We saw it last time we were here. His dad caught it, hanging out in left center field.
I thought I had a chance for a moment. Saw it dropping down, but
yeah.
Yeah, I talked to his dad. His dad says he got 5 of those. He gives him at least 1 or 2 a year. So he got his 1 so far this year.
That's cool. I don't see him out there in left center today.
I don't see him today.
Yeah, he might be hanging under the shade. Nothing wrong with that. There is a runner on. It's the leadoff man, Randazzo, who drew a walk. And this is the ever-dangerous Reggie Sharp to the plate. Outside. Grabowski's still working. This is his 5th inning of work. And tough customer here in Sharp with speed at first and speed at home plate. And Reggie with a lot of tools. Samini's got a lot of options here. Dials up the bunt call, and the pitch is outside. Good eye by Reggie. It could also be a bluff. Who knows? Maybe the sign was never on. The line on Grabowski is this. He's given up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He has not struck anybody out. He's walked 2, and he has hit 3. There goes the runner. Hit and run again, and it's fouled away. And a fan from St. Clair Shores missed that. He put his hand. Can we get a look? He missed it. He went up. Yeah, you got to work for that one. I agree. His collar is still up, so that's all that matters. You like that?
That's good.
Thank you.
That was good. It took me a second.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm sure I'll catch flack for that. Outside corner, Bob Conway says that is strike 2. 2-2 the count, 1 out, 1 man on, 1 run lead for the home team, the Liggett Knights.
How about Mac Katz? Did you,
man.
enjoy having Mac on?
That was a great call. Yeah. You keep feeding me color guys that are really good.
Great guy.
Including yourself. There's a shot to center. That is
nice.
Down for a base hit. A Sinai single for Reg. Good 2-strike hitting. And the junior commit to Michigan continues to get base knocks.
Mr. Smooth.
Yeah, really is. Here's another look at it. Just out of the outstretched arms of the shortstop, Graham. So, a big spot now for Oliver Service. This is the right guy in the right spot. There's 1 out. Nobody better here. And he pops it up. Giving chase is Belanger. And he missed it. Thank you, Dad. Could not see with all the traffic in the way. Just missed it. That's a big boy running to get it. And he darn near got it. Coming right at you. And he did everything he could. Stretch that 6'7" frame out.
Is he 6'7"?
I think so. Let's go with it.
He's a big fella for sure.
He's a big dude. I'll get his official number shortly. That's a slider that's outside. Oliver Service still up. Yeah, they don't list the heights and weights, but this is a kid that's got an offer already from Kansas on the gridiron as a defensive tackle.
Okay.
And the 1-1 awaits. That is driven to center. Hit hard, but hit right at Frakes. He'll handle it easily, and his throwback to second is not in time. So first and second with 2 outs. It's been a busy boy in center. Frakes, and another good swing by Liggett. But it's an out. And that'll leave things up to Preston Barr. Grabowski hasn't been fancy, hasn't really done anything outlandish, hasn't even struck anybody out. But that just proves you really don't have to. If you throw strikes, you get rewarded. And right now, Grabowski just threw his 80th pitch. So his end of the line is coming soon.
Here we go, 2-3.
Preston Barr, the Michigan commit. And it's a pitch that Grabowski really thought he had.
Russ is a kid that just an athlete, all-around athlete that at any point could change the game with one swing. We always feel like we got a shot at with him at bat.
His brother Kurt is playing in the Big Ten tournament, and he's at Michigan, and they're playing Nebraska tonight in that Big Ten tournament. I think is it in Nebraska? Shame on me for not knowing that. But they're playing Nebraska nonetheless. And his brother is a pitcher. There's activity in the Grosse Pointe South bullpen. It is Chase Mazie, the Miami of Ohio commit. That is rocketed off of Dr. Reggie Sharp. If there's anybody that gets hit, it's a doctor that can take care of himself. But that hurts.
That's Mr. Smooth Senior.
Yeah, it's Mr.
Shaking
Smooth.
it off,
yeah.
flexing.
Oh, there he
flexing.
is. Look at him.
Okay.
There he is, 1974 grad of Mumford. And he is a pleasure to talk to.
It's like it went off the thigh.
He had, right off the thigh. He is tough. He's also very kind and a good chat. Dr. Reggie Sharp. Slider outside, Barr laid off it. That was tough to do. And the deuces are now wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-1 Liggett on top with 2 men on. And their number 4 hitter up against Grabowski in a high leverage situation. And the battle continues. Any Memorial Day plans? Anything fun?
For me, just reinvesting in the fam.
Cool.
We'll obviously tomorrow we'll be out here for
Yeah.
the doubleheader. Sunday and Monday will be spent with family.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. Anytime as an AD, a lot of time away from the family. So anytime I can get to kind of pour back in.
That's awesome. Barr drives one deep to left. That ball is foul. And Amy tried to will it fair, but her attempt did not force it. Good swing, though, by Barr nonetheless. And a fan from Grosse Pointe Farms will take it home.
Preston will battle here. He'll battle.
The 2-2 with 2 outs. And it's fouled back again. Well,
how about you? Your Memorial Day plans?
Yeah, 2 games tomorrow, then a graduation party right after, and then Sunday a pool day, and then Monday hopefully a pool day, and then back to the grind on Tuesday.
Pool at the house?
No, we're not there yet.
Okay.
We got a pond, not a pool. Pond's good for us, but no, we're going to a country club pool.
Okay.
So.
All right.
That is low and in the dirt. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be off. So this is a big spot. Joey Ballgame at second. Reggie at first. A base hit. Could score 2. Barr's been a clutch hitter, especially with 2 strikes, especially with 2 outs this year.
Oh, yeah.
There go the runners. There goes the ball deep to left. Way back. Wiegand goes back to the wall, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Oh, he made a run at it. Barr drove him deep, partner, and
hey,
you never know. If this wind isn't blowing, that thing might get out of here. Fine play, though, by the left fielder. And here's a look at the Barr drive to the back of the wall. Fine play.
Prepare students for college in a number of ways. We are really interested in helping students find the right fit, understanding that the right fit is not a single school. Fit looks different for every kid. We really look at finding out what a student wants, what makes them tick. Are there things that they really love to do? Are there places that they really want to be? Are there things that they really want to study? Are there athletic needs, spiritual needs? So we really work to help students and families identify what those schools are. I had a family in my office this morning who we were meeting about their son who's a junior, but they have a daughter who just finished her first year. And I asked about her, and they said she had a great first year, and that's not a school that we had ever even heard of before we had spoken with you. My hope for every student that goes on to college is that they will find a place where they can grow and learn for the next 4 years, and that they will feel well prepared to be in that place.
There you see it. We'd love for you to get involved on our socials. We're on the Gram. We're on Twitter, Facebook. We got a TikTok, too. That's active today.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
While you're at it, I gotta plug Liggett Sports.
You bet. Please do.
We're on Instagram and Twitter, Liggett Sports. And Liggett Baseball while we're here on Twitter.
You guys do a great job really staying active and highlights, and I know you yourself do a lot of the work,
Yeah.
so I really think you do a great job.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's the social media age we're in. Right?
Yeah.
And so, it's great promotion for our student athletes, for
Yeah.
our school at large. I think it's been a little bit of a missing ingredient for us for some time. So I'm
say
happy.
so.
And I've had some excellent students throughout the year help me with a lot of content as well. So
It's good. It's cool. I like it. Jake Cozell, the 7-hitter. Cozell leads off the 6th. Time winding down. Liggett clinging to a 2-1 lead. We've been there since the top of the 2nd. There's a chopper. Barr will handle it. Throw to first. One up and one down. It's been a quick moving last few innings, and that's what happens in games that are well pitched, well defended. So one up and one down, and that will bring up Ben Frakes, the guy who's been really busy in center field. 290 hitter.
he's made some plays out there today.
He has. Those legs might be tired. That's a really nice off-speed pitch by Tommy Scheck. Can we see that again? Man, that was good.
Tommy's got an arsenal.
Man, I love that that off-speed pitch when you could just float it in there like that.
Oh, yeah.
Does it again. Why not do it again? Frakes is a little bit fooled, and here's why. Yeah, that'll freak you out.
He's got a heck of a curve. I wonder. We'll see what they dial up here.
It's the same pitch, and
Let's go!
Sharp.
Let's go!
Rips it down. Reggie flashes some leather and absolutely robs Frakes of a base hit. How about it?
Snatches it out of the air on him. In there.
Beautiful play.
Ooh,
those are bunnies.
I was going to say bunnies.
Sorry.
Some bunnies.
I mean to steal
we
your
used
line.
We used to call them ups. Now they're bunnies.
Yes.
Yeah. I got an athlete I second.
Well, and that can steal some runs and steal some hits, and defense counts. Mr. Smooth at second. At it again. This is Wiegand, who made that last catch against the wall and left on Barr. You'll recall he entered the game in left field after Michelotti went down with an injury. Popped him up, should end the inning. Reggie's off and calls off the center fielder, and that retires the side. So, a quick moving 6th. Liggett to try to add a little insurance in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We're back for the final 6 outs right after this.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Back on the bump is Grabowski, who changes his arm slot. And that's a nice looking pitch. Bob Conway, the home plate umpire, doing a great job today. Darcy Getcheway is the field umpire. He's done a great job too. Chad Bush alongside Dr. Lathan Williams. Glad you're with us from Grosse Pointe Liggett. Fly ball right field. Jones is out. And there's one out here in this inning. We're with Dr. Lathan Williams, the athletic director at Grosse Pointe Liggett. And quick swing, good swing.
Good swing.
It's been a quick-moving game, hasn't it?
I feel like it started a little slow and
Yeah.
picked up recently.
That's fair. Yeah, it did. Working in that bullpen is Chase Mazie, the Miami, Ohio commit. Grabowski's up to 91 pitches, and I don't see him going beyond, well, I perhaps do see him finishing this game up. Fly ball center field, and that is caught. Frakes with another putout.
Jake Martin coming off of a two-bomb game.
Yeah?
Against Cardinal Mooney earlier in the week.
How about it?
Thought he could quite get the fence there, but he's a guy. He's been making timely hits for us all year. At any moment, he can come through for us.
Great team guy.
Indeed.
One of our G's of the game earlier this year. This is Neil Murphy, who had a rip his last time up that was caught by Frakes. I feel like everything's been caught by Frakes. This one is fouled away. And fan from Detroit will take it home. What a beautiful Friday night. We'll play tomorrow a couple of games. There's a couple of games going on here. There's a couple of games going on at South, right?
That's right.
And we're glad to bring you coverage at 11:30 of Liggett hosting Detroit Western. Western played earlier today before this game started, and they lost. They were mercied by Northville, the number one team in the state of Michigan right now, according to most polls. But it'll be quite a battle between Liggett, who's been number one in Division II most of this year, currently sit at number 3 ranked. But I'd say outside of 3 weeks, it's been all number one. And, rankings are rankings, but how cool of a, setup.
Yep. Top
team Division II, top team Division I going at it.
That's right. And we we don't get caught up into the in-season rankings, right? You know, our schedule by design is never going to have, as a really in size, a D4 school playing up. We know that, you know, we're going to have some losses throughout the year, but we learn from those. And like I said earlier, it really prepares us for that state playoff runs. We're all about state championships here.
No doubt.
So
6 of them for the Liggett Knights in
right.
baseball. An impressive run. Grabowski with an impressive run as well. His day could be over. Liggett trying to close it out. Final call right after this.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Uno, dos, tres, due up for the Blue Devils from Grosse Pointe South in this intense rivalry in the points. Been a fun night. Glad you're with us. Thank you. We are the Prep. There's a line shot, center field hit hard, but Randazzo doesn't have to move much. It's a first swing, loud out, and there's 2 outs until Liggett will celebrate, or could celebrate this victory. It would be a big one against a very good Grosse Pointe South team. It's a team that has had a great season, and it's a rivalry game.
Sure. Yeah. Anytime,
that means more.
That's right. Anytime we play North or South, we want to win, right? We want to win the city of Grosse Pointe every year, right? It's similar to my days at Central Michigan.
Yeah,
one of our goals every year was win the state of Michigan. Let's beat Eastern, beat Western. We want to win out. Same thing here.
No doubt. Dr. Lathan Williams played football at Central Michigan University. Fire up chips.
Fire up chips, always.
Meanwhile, Sheck is looking to get a save and preserve this lead. He's up against Domzalski, the 2-hitter in the lineup, 295 hitter on the year. South 22-12, 8-6. They finished second in the MAC Red. Beat Brother Rice earlier this year 2-1. Both these teams have beaten top teams in the state. In fact, Liggett knocked off St. Mary's twice and ruined their 85-game win streak on this field.
That's right.
So both teams know how to win big-time games. Domzalski's on base via the free pass for the 3rd time today, and that's a big one. That's the tying run with 1 out. And so we'll see Chase Mazie again come out and run. And here comes the top RBI man in this lineup, Cliff Grabowski. So runner on first with 1 out. Tommy Sheck has all the eyes on him. And it's a first pitch breaking ball over for a strike. A lot of confidence in that breaking ball for Sheck.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you start a guy off like that.
Right.
Man.
And he hit that outside corner. It was kind of filthy there.
It was. He throws the same pitch but gets a different result. 1-1 count, 1 out, a man on, 2-1. Liggett on top, trying to sweep the Points. They knocked off Grosse Pointe North earlier this year at North. It was a mercy win, and they're trying to win a tight one against their rival from South. Popped up foul and out of play.
You gotta excuse my silence here. I'm locked into this game. This is this is winning time. This is when you really gotta lock in here. See how we can close this thing out.
Liggett is in double play depth up the middle. They've got one of the best middle defenses around town, especially the Keystone combination of Purify and Sharp. It's short and second, respectively. Good stop by Service to keep the runner, Domzalski, at first. Or Mazie, rather. Mazie running for Domzalski at first.
To your point, I put Reggie, Jaron, and Preston up against in the infield.
No doubt.
Those guys are special.
Service's throw is not in time.
Go high.
It forced Reggie to show off those bunnies again. And so, a steal for Mazie. He's in scoring position now. It was... What happened here? It was high. That was a strike. So, 2 outs. The strikeout was lost in that. So, Sheck with another strikeout. And it's all up to the first baseman, Hunter Belanger. Inside corner, just a bit high. Belanger, who has a chance to do something special, 2 outs. Outside corner,
there we go.
Strike called. Great placement on that breaking ball.
Another one. You pronounced that Belanger? Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was incorrect on my first attempt, and your boy Katz corrected me.
Did he? Oh, so that's one that he knows, huh?
Yeah, he knows. They've played poker together. Woo. Fouled back for no money, for fun. What's that? That's right. That was headed right for me.
And that's the D-line commit, right?
He's a D-line prospect. I don't believe he's committed.
Okay.
He's been offered by Kansas.
Got it.
This is all according to Matt Katz. He could have been pulling my leg.
He had all kind of insights for you. Okay.
Oh, he did.
See the intel we get here?
No, you were spot on with that one. And you were spot on with Jack Jones, too. He was equally as good.
Excited for you to get Kevin Glenn on tomorrow.
Oh, we're excited to see Kevin Glenn. I haven't seen Kevin Glenn since he roasted me for a touchdown in 1994.
Kevin Glenn.
It'll be fun to see him again.
Yeah, University of Liggett's new head coach for football.
What a great hire. I got to tip my cap to you. This is a guy that really knows the game, and I'm excited to talk to him.
I'm excited to have him here. He's not officially in capacity here at Liggett, but he's been around, showing his face, connecting with some of the guys. It's been awesome to see him. Some of the energy he's already injected, for sure.
We'll make him official tomorrow. When he's on the prep, it's official.
That's right. That's the stamp.
Dan Cimini out to try to make this game official and get it over with. Meanwhile, Mazie will come down and talk with 40th-year head coach Dan Griesbaum. And Griesbaum with 893 wins. He coached Dan Cimini in high school at South. And the pupil trying to knock off the teacher today. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Check with a K. Ball game over. Liggett wins it 2-1 on the Sheck strikeout to end the ball game. Been a lot of fun, sir. You're a good luck charm. Thanks so much for joining us, Dr. Latham Williams.
Always a pleasure as we assume bragging rights of Grosse Pointe proper.
The sweep of Grosse Pointe is complete by Liggett. We're coming back with our G of the game right after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Hi, my name is Dan Samini. I am the admissions outreach coordinator here at University of Liggett School. I have been at Liggett for 22 years, 20 as a teacher, 20 as a football coach. This is my 19th year as the head baseball coach. We have a tradition of excellence in the classroom. That tradition doesn't stop at 3 o'clock. It comes out here on the fields, in the gyms, in the auditoriums. Every student from pre-K until 12th grade is asked to challenge themselves, take risks, think outside the box. There is something here for everyone at University of Liggett School. Starting in the lower school, we have clinics run by our coaches at the upper school. We have a great middle school athletic program. We have 20 clubs at the high school level. We have state-of-the-art athletic facilities, starting with the Bowl Center, Fruhoff Gymnasium, we have the McCann Ice Rink, and we have 8 multi-purpose turf fields across our beautiful campus. We just won a world championship in robotics, and in the history of University of Liggett School athletics, we have won 85 state championships and numerous individual state championships. Come sing in a musical, come play on a team, come be a team manager, come win a state championship. Come be a part of something great here at University of Liggett School. Please contact me or a member of our outstanding admissions team to set up a tour and apply today. Go Knights!
Some highlights from today's ball game. In a low-scoring game, there was a lot of defense, and this was some defense that cost Grosse Pointe South. That would drop in for a base hit. This was a shot to the corner, and that was Grabowski. Excuse me, that was Domzowski that had that hit. On base 4 times. Great day for the Grosse Pointe Southers. But Liggett flashing leather, and Liggett combining to pitch an outstanding ball game today, giving up just 1 run. It was Reggie Sharp pitching to start. He went 3 innings. And Tommy Scheck came in to close it out. It was the perfect combination of a couple of hurlers. Scheck ends up giving up 1 hit. Reggie Sharp ends up giving 1 hit. And Sharp gave up the 1 run, couple of strikeouts. Scheck had 5 of them. And combined, they gave up just 1 run against a South team that, look, offense has been something that they've struggled with this year, but they're capable. And they've been a problem for a lot of teams. But the crosstown rival, Liggett, wins it today by a score of 2-1. We'll take a timeout. We'll talk to our G's of the game right after this. Liggett wins it 2-1. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine. We are part of something bigger. A force that never quits. America's Navy. Forged by the sea. Check us out at Navy.com.
Welcome back to Grosse Pointe. Liggett sweeps the Points. They knocked off North earlier this year. They complete it with a win over South. The two guys in the bump today were really tough, and you got to be against this rivalry game. And Reggie Sharp Jr. started things, and Tommy Scheck ended things. A team effort for Liggett, who wins it 2-1 today at the Glenn Connolly Invitational. Welcome back to Grosse Pointe. My name is Chad Bush, alongside our G's of the game, Reggie Sharp and Tommy Scheck. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Reg, we'll start first with you. You started on the mound. This is something for you that's kind of more new.
Yeah.
This is a team move. You're a second baseman, and you've pitched because you've had some guys go down, and you're helping the team out. What an effort for you today to even take the ball and then just to give up the one run, enough to win the ball game. Talk about your effort today on the mound and the shift change for you, position change going to pitcher.
Yeah, so for me, anything I can do to help the team win and, help the boys to succeed and look a little bit better, I'm going to do. So when we had a couple guys go down before the season and I noticed I was going to have to step on the mound, I was ready for it, and that's what I did today. And the boys are behind me. The boys were behind me today, and they helped me out on the mound. I was able to make some good pitches against a very good solid team, and was able to pull it out.
Tommy, you finished the deal, and you went 4 innings after Reg was done, and he said, "Hey, take it over." And you had a nice mix going yourself. Talk about the responsibility of having to maintain a tight lead against a very good Blue Devil team.
Yeah, it wasn't all me either. I got some great plays from Reg, from Dazzo out in center. All I did was throw the ball, try to locate, make some pitches, got some outs.
It's been a journey of a season for you guys, and your run is to get to the state title, and this is the final weekend of the regular season. Reg, talk about the mission ahead and what the goals are for this team.
Yeah, so the goals for us are not to lose another game this season. So we're trying to go all the way, and we're trying to win it. And we've worked very hard in practice. We've worked very hard, at the mental game. And, we're ready. We're ready to take on the challenge. So we got some good teams to face going forward, but we're also a very good team. So, yep.
Tommy, you've had to kind of wait your turn at times to get things done. And when you've gotten a chance, you've made the best of it. You've had a history of doing this. It goes back to the Little League World Series when you and Reg both did dramatic things.
Yeah.
You went deep in Williamsport.
I did, yes. Yeah.
How cool was that?
Man, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for sure, to say the least. I'll remember that for the rest of my life for sure.
What's going to be the biggest obstacle ahead for you guys in this Division II quest for a title? Who's ahead, Reg, that you guys are looking at and know that you got to get past to get to East Lansing?
We've got a few teams who are pretty good. So, for us, we're not really as focused on the other teams as we are focused on ourselves. So, coaches put out what we have to do in front of us, the plan, and we're just trying to follow his lead and play as hard as we can and back each other up, and, it'll take care of itself. So,
Tommy, you're a senior, and 11 of you, going out the last time. What's it like being with your brothers? And of course, the underclassmen mean a lot too, but what's this like for the seniors and such a large class and being able to be a part of something so cool?
Yeah, it's definitely very cool playing with all your friends. You've been playing with them for 4 years, and then all the juniors and sophomores, taking them under your wing, get them ready for the next year for their starters. It's something, that's for sure. It's fun.
Reg, what's ahead for you personally? I know you've gone batting back and forth. You've done the switch hitting thing. You learned how to switch hit during the pandemic. What made you switch and learn something different and new?
During the pandemic, there was a lot of off time. Obviously, there was a lot of free time. I didn't have much to do, and switch hitting was something that I've always looked at as like a kind of an extra level to someone's game, switch hitting. So I felt like in the pandemic, I just had the right amount of time where I could get on the left side and get on the right side, get the same amount of swings from both, and I said I was going to make a run for it, and I did, and I'm starting to like my left-handed swing. But, I'm hitting right-handed right now for the most part. But, yeah.
Well, it's nice to have a little diversity and some variation to your game when you need it or when you want it.
Definitely.
What's it like to beat Grosse Pointe South?
Oh, man, it's always great. Those inner-city rivalries, man, it's something else. You know these kids since Little League, and just beating them is great. Same with North. I mean, I've gone to school with all those kids from Parcells Elementary School, and then
shout out Parcells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did it feel better to be North or South? I want to hear both your answers.
For me, I played in the park when I grew up. So those are a lot of the South guys, and I can't say it felt better, but it was a lot of familiar faces on the field, and it felt really good to beat the boys. I got that over them now. So
What about you, Tommy?
Yeah, for me it's definitely North. I mean, that was a great game. I wasn't there to make it, but I mean that was great. I was watching it, but I mean I've gone to school with all those kids, played with them. I've known them a lot longer than the South team, so North was for sure.
Well, listen, both of you guys are a pleasure to talk to. Congrats on G's of the game. And 2 big games tomorrow. Detroit Western and the #1 team in the state, Northville. And I know you guys will give it your all and have some fun tomorrow. Congratulations on today's closeout win. Both these guys teaming up for a 2-1 victory, and that makes them our G's of the game. Thanks so much, guys. Reggie Sharp, Tommy Scheck. We're coming back to close it out from Grosse Pointe right after this. This is Long Ball Live on the Prep.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
All right, so that'll do it for our coverage today. I want to thank everybody for making this broadcast possible. And we're back at it tomorrow. Do not forget that we're on the air twice. We got a doubleheader. Thanks so much to our excellent crew. Captain by Alex Westfall. Your executive producer, Ali Hadi on graphics and audio. Evan Westfall on replay. CJ Easterling on a camera. DeAndre Pitts, a.k.a. Ace, on a camera as well. Brad the Boss Ross, also on a camera. Pat the Stat, doing great work. Holden Novak, our intern in sports information. And let's not forget our fine color commentators today. Special thanks to Dr. Lathan Williams for joining us. And also very special thanks for Mac Katz for joining us in the booth for the first 4 innings. My name is Chad Bush. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 11:15 from right here. Liggett Field will have Detroit Western, the PSL champion, against Liggett. Have a great night, everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend. So long.